I enjoy camp meals. I'm sure you do too. In order to have successful camp meals day in, day out, a chuck box is an essential tool of patrol method to help your day go smooth. A lot of fellowships had around this chuck box, cooking meals, enjoying the accompaniment of others, and breaking bread. We're glad you're here. We're gonna get in on this video of what you need to build this chuck box, how you put it together, and once it's built, we're gonna cover in our second video, we're gonna get into how to outfit it, what you need to have in your chuck box, and some things you can do to customize it so it's a little bit more specific to your patrol. Glad you're here. Let's get into this build. Here's a list of materials to complete your chuck box. 1 3/4 inch plywood, size 4x8. 2 2x4s that are 8 foot long. 1 heavy duty piano hinge. 1 hasp set. 4 3.5 inch 1/4 inch bolts. 4 3-inch 1/4 inch bolts. 8 1/4 inch wing nut washers. Ropes for your handles, and you can also get metal handles. Also ropes or chains for your drop front. The legs are optional for people who want to put the chuck box on a folding table or picnic table. In cutting your box, you can use a couple of different tools. My number one tool I like to use is my table saw. I understand some of you might not have access to a table saw, and so a circular saw is going to work just fine for you. One thing I recommend if you will be using a circular saw is to replace the blade. I chose one that cuts for plywood. Most circular saw blades are set up for rough framing and cutting 2x4s. So here I am cutting using the circular saw. I also have a rail system, just a straight edge mounted up so that way I can cut a really nice straight edge. I do have access to a table saw, so I'm choosing to use that to finish out all my other cuts. Now that I have all my cuts done and double checked, remember, measure twice, cut once. I start assembly by measuring where the center shelf will go on the side pieces. Next, I glue and tack the support rails into place. Moving on up the side, I tack the support for the very top board. Once the sides are built out, I stand them up and glue and tack on the back. The extra set of hands will help, but here I use a set of quick grips. I go ahead and drop in the center shelf before I install the top board. Laying the chuck box on its back aids in installing the bottom board. All done? Not exactly. Few finishing touches first. I was not able to find a large piano hinge, so I used 2 in this build. Chains or rope help support the front of the chuck box when it's open. To keep it all closed up when not in use, I install a husk on the front. It latches and keeps it all secure. This is the basic chuck box setup. I made a small template to be able to punch the holes that I feed my rope through to make the handles. Just add a stopper knot on the inside and you're ready to go. The extra 2x4s I called for earlier and all the bolts are for customizing this unit with legs. As it sits right now, you can load this one up and head out to a campsite. Now that we have built the basic chuck box, we're gonna go ahead and end the video here, and in the second video, we're gonna get into how to stock the box, what items you need, how you might be able to customize the box and make it a little bit better for your troop and the needs that you have. Thanks for watching, and as always, walk worthy.